What up, Greater Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for local sports. It's Tyler.
And JJ, this football video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company. Perfect place to cater your next event.
The light at the end of the tunnel is the Sunset League Championship game. The Los Alamitos Griffins at home on a Thursday under the bright lights at Vets, hosting rivals Edison.
Edison and Los Al, everybody in the Sunset League has been waiting for this season finale all season long because they saw it coming. Edison number 4, Los Al number 7 in the West Valley Division. So winner's going to have one of those coveted top 4 seeds.
Looks that way, and after the team's trade stops, Los Al takes advantage of field position. Jack Talenko finds Connor Iris just inside the red zone, and then Denzel Brantley, 14 yards untouched to pay dirt. I mean, get a fingertip on him.
Yeah, that Edison defense looked like a sieve in the first quarter. That would change, though.
Absolutely. Defense showing off on the other side in red. The playmakers coming out. Blake Johnson going to single-handedly kill this drive, tackling you, knocking it away. Obviously, we know he's more than a punter.
Oh, yes, he is, and also an Army All-American. Then his running mate, Matt Locker, is going to gobble up Grant Lowry on 4th down. He's also going to make a pretty gosh darn big play, because that's just what 42 does.
Lowry running for his life. 42 comes out of nowhere to knock him out of bounds.
Go ahead and throw that over your left shoulder, Salty.
Yeah, that's going to be short. It's Griffin ball. We move to the second quarter. Brantley gets into the red zone for a first down, and now inside the 5. That's locker room, baby. He's going to punch it in for 6. Griffins rolling.
Would you want to get in front of that guy?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, me neither.
Are you kidding me?
Chargers finally finding some holes in the Griffin D there. On the wheel route, he's going to swing it out to Jake Favreau.
Nice play there. Lowry going to be on the run. Will Armstrong rips it out. Los Al is gonna fall on it, and you'll see the ref right over top of the play signal that it's Griffin ball. But let's go to the replay. Tough to tell. Looks like the knee might be down before the ball gets ripped out. It was 20-30 seconds before they overturned the call. They gave it back to Edison.
Yeah, Los Al's offense was on the field and have to come back off, and here comes Favreau. It's 6 for 6.
He's so money, and he doesn't even know it, JJ.
I mean, with this, you can't tie Los Al.
It's 14-7, but Edison on the front foot going into the locker room. And Edison left the power on in the third quarter, that same connection hooking up. Driving for the tie here, but Brandon Ezell says the nano. Ezell roughens that pass, and the Griffins have the ball back. That's a big defensive play.
Another Los Al senior coming up in clutch time.
Talenko going to go to his tight ends driving the other way, Joe Wysocki, and then Matt Nelson, dime right there to 86, but he's going to force it in to Wysocki, trying to go for the score. A.J. Bainan, none of that. Do you feel in charge? As he gets the pick on the goal line.
Yeah, Sticks was one of the only defenders over there for the Chargers who shored up that defense. They needed it, and going the other way, another one of those guys, a linebacker.
Manasseh Time running the ball here, a big run. The Chargers are still within a score. Los Al has not really put this game away yet, but in the fourth quarter, it's anyone's game until Jake Stouffer and Joe Wysocki gonna force the punt on the sack, and on the next drive, Locker. How do you spin a lock? Right, left, all the way around again, then back right, 35 yards to the score. The combination, 42, 35, 6. Ding! 21-7 Griffins. Big play from Locker. And on the very next kickoff, I'm going to give you one guess, JJ.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
Who do you think makes the tackle?
It's going to be 42. This kid is just everywhere. We call that the PT bump. Didn't write a feature on him for nothing.
Absolutely not. It definitely rubbed off. Lowry, for the most part, he had to run for his life. 6 sacks for Team America. That red, white, and blue swarming Griffins defense. Lowry just 12 of 30, and some less of a chance than others. He heard footsteps and clapping all night.
Yeah, Los Al really started to run the ball in the fourth quarter. Talinker Taylor, Soldier Spy, going to go around the corner here for a big gain. And then again, that offensive line just plowing the road for Brantley, who's going to punch it in from 8 yards out. A deserved second score from Brantley, who really put his nose into that Chargers defense in the second half.
28-7 is your score. Los Al starting to make it look impressive. Then Skylar Whitehead going to come up with the INT. One of 3 takeaways on the night for the Griffin defense.
Griffins just win that turnover ratio every single time. And, you know, that helps because then you get to give the ball back to Brantley and
he gone. The pop and the dip. He throws up the deuces. And for the Chargers, this run, it must have felt like the sun going down on you as the Griffins are going to take the Sunset League title. A garbage time touchdown, but who cares? John Barnes is all smiles, so is Brantley. The final score, 35-14. A lot of respect between those two coaches. And the Griffins, sing it loud, sing it proud. They are on top of the Sunset League, outright champs. First time since 2010.
I know I mentioned these seniors in the clutch, man. This whole group of guys has gone to the brink of winning this Sunset League championship, has been unable to. Finally, they get over the hump, and for my money, this is the best Los Al team we've seen in that span. Let's see what they can do in the playoffs.
We want to thank our sponsors, Naples Rib Company and Papalucci's. They put the eat in 2nd Street and help us bring you these videos. We will have more Los Al football highlights the rest of the way because playoffs are just around the corner, and you can't tell us that the Griffins aren't contenders in that division. You want to see how they do? Keep it locked right here to the Press Telegram and Gazette Sports, your home for local sports.